how to put new information up on your wiki page and set up a few features for you. So I'm going to start, I'm in the test group wiki. If you look in the upper left hand corner of your screen, I'm going to create a new wiki page. And give it a title. All right, now I'm just going to use some everyday content for this, and I'm going to start by putting some content from a test answer from one of my online classes that I took up here for you. So the first thing I'll do is I'm actually going to, I like to enter down one so I have a space above the text. And I'm going to paste my text in there. And you can see that it's all different shapes and sizes. And some of it is indented and some of it isn't. And I need to get rid of that. I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. This is what you get when you paste from Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is very funky when you paste from Microsoft Word. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to highlight all of this and try to fix the formatting. There we go. I changed it to paragraph. I want it to be in 14-point font. I want the font to be Book Antiqua. And I think I will leave the rest of it as it is for now. Black. I'm going to give this article a title of Humanistic Psychology. And I don't like the way that title looks, so I'm going to bold it and make it stand out from the other by maybe calling it Arial Black and making it a lot bigger, maybe 24 point. And I think I'll go with some kind of there we go. Alright, I don't want that to look like that, so I'll switch back, maybe even smaller, because it's not about me, and I'll switch that back to black. Okay, so that was all done right here using these text formatting features right there. One of the other questions I had from people was how to move the art around, so that's what we'll do next. I'm going to click right here in front of the W, and I'm going to insert a picture of Carl Rogers, who's talked about in this quite a bit. So right here is where this little landscape silhouette is. That is the button you want to click on your editing bar. And I'm going to browse my computer. And there is a Carl Rogers picture that I cleaned up a little bit. You don't have to do that. But you can see right here that if you were to make this big enough, you would be able to see the source of where I got this Carl Rogers picture. Now I'm required to put a label on any of my pictures so that all students, no matter what their needs are, can tell what the picture is. So I'll have to type here, photo of Carl Rogers, psychologist. Okay. Now, I'm going to go here to appearance because I want to make sure that I like the size of it. Even though I can change it when I get back onto the page, I want to make sure it's pretty good. And I want some space around it when the words are there. See how that shifted the space? This is a nice preview here. And I don't think a border is necessary on that picture. The alignment is what I've mentioned to each of you. You can look here, if I click right, see how the text wraps around the page? The same thing happens if I click left and the text wraps around. I said around the page, I meant around the picture. I can make the text start at the bottom of the picture. I can make the text start in the middle, but that's kind of funky looking in my opinion. It's hard on your eyes. I can make it start at baseline. I can make it start at top, but I'm going to move it to the right. Insert. Look, here he is on the right. See how the text wraps around the picture. All right, so there isn't very much text here. It's not very long, so it's okay, I think, space-wise to have the picture located there. It's just a little bit down into the article. I could try to make it go down a little further by cutting and pasting it. I'll show you. I'm going to do Command X, and I'm going to put the cursor down here, and then with Command V, and that's where it will start. That's a little too low though, which I'm sure you can all see. So I'll cut it one more time, and let's put it here. There we go. That's lined up fairly nicely with the end of the article, and it gives some balance to where the title is. All right? If I wanted to change that, I could right-click and choose Image, and I would get that same pop-up window that I had before and change the alignment or the size or the space around the picture. Now let's say below here I thought it was a good idea to add a video. All right, I saved or went ahead and pulled up a video about Carl Rogers, and let's see, how about Rogers in 10 minutes? Okay, that's
Carl Rogers in 10 minutes.
I'll pause it because nobody wants to listen to that right now. Now if you want to share this, click on share, and usually this is highlighted. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go back to Blackboard, and I'm going to choose Insert Embedded Media. I'm going to click on it, and I'll bring the screen up here for you. Okay, and you can see you want to leave it flash. I'm going to paste right there. Okay, usually this works. Sometimes you have to work a little harder than that. And I'm going to go to Advanced, and here is that vertical space and horizontal space. I want to make sure that any text that gets into this page doesn't get right on top of that. All right, and I want to align it. Okay, this is not the same kind of alignment, sorry. And I don't think I want to do anything else. See, it did a natural dimensions after it had a chance to find it. The key here is to make sure that this first number is under 500 and you have marked constrained proportions. All right, so I gave myself some space around the video, and I wanted to make sure my dimensions weren't too big because it will not work well on eCampus if it's too big. And I pasted my URL that I got right here from YouTube, and the way I got that was hit share. I copied this, whoops, and pasted it right here, and now I'm going to hit insert. Okay, now it looks like my video's not there, but I promise you it is. Now if I want to move this to the center of the screen, I can left click on it and use my alignment buttons. That's about as much as you're going to be able to do if you don't know HTML coding. All right, so let's have a look at what happens when I hit submit. There's my preview, and you should always play it to make sure it's working.
Carl Rogers in 10 minutes.
Right on. Now, one of the things that people aren't doing is offering the YouTube link, okay? So what I'd like us to do is edit the wiki content, and I think it would be great if we just put right over here video source : YouTube. Okay, now if I want to make that a link or make anything a link, all I have to do, because I just pasted that information in there, is copy that link, copy. I go up here and see this link button. I'm going to click it. And I'm going to put the path right there. I just pasted that same one in there. And I'm going to tell it that I want it to go to a new window so that if somebody actually clicks that link, it'll open a new tab in your browser and show it from there. Insert. Now, see how nice and neat that is? And I'm going to center it so everybody can see that it goes with this video. And submit. And that's all we're going to do in this video. I'll do one more video about how to show links between pages.